Are we live? Are we live? I don't see myself yet. We are live. Hey everyone, and welcome to 5 a.m. trading on this channel. We wake up early in the morning so we can make money while everyone else is asleep. And this is a little short update to my trade that I opened today. It was a short trade that I opened, and so I just want to update you how the trade is doing, why I opened it, and anything else that's important. So basically, yeah, I'm in the green, so I just wanted to update you. Let me show you real quick why I opened the trade at all, and when, and so on, or maybe you can still open it. So it's very simple actually. And this morning I was looking at the charts and I saw this big line. Okay, let me remove everything. Wait. So I saw on the 1 hour and on the 15 minute, I saw this line, right? This is a support line. And this is how I love to trade. I just look at the support lines and resistance lines, and it's 4-day old. It's a strong line. And it broke right here. At this point, it broke. So, yeah, I opened a short. And yeah, I was waiting for it to play out. First, of course, it retested it, and then it went down. And right now, it pretty much looks like we're gonna go further down. So you can make a case of a rising wedge on the 1 hour, for example, or maybe let's look at 2 hours. And on 2 hours it's even more drastic, like this. Doesn't matter, 4 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, it's just a rising wedge, and they are notorious to break down, these wedges. So yeah, it's very simple. Usually if they break to the downside, very often we will see the bottom of the wedge, which is 34,000 around. So something like this, it's absolutely possible that we test these levels again. And also you would see that before we do that, we would have to first take out all these areas again. And this would be all the resistance points. This area from this one of the previous highs, this area, this area, this area. So all these areas are potential reversal points. So Bitcoin might just reverse from any of these points. For example, it goes down. Of course, here's also such an area. You see here the previous low. So okay, let me draw all the previous support lines and important points. So this is also, so these are all areas where Bitcoin will probably at least make a stop. And after making a stop, it will either go further down or just bounce. So, to be exactly what might happen is we might just reverse from here, but I think it's too early to reverse. Usually it goes at least to the middle of the falling wedge after they break, and very often to the bottom. So I think we will not stop here. I think we will go lower. So, but we might bounce from this level, we might bounce from this level, we might bounce from this level, bounce from this, and so on and so on. Everything might happen. A quite realistic scenario for Bitcoin right now for the next let's say 36 hours or something, or maybe 48 hours, is that we go down, make a stop here, maybe retest this level, then go down again, back, then test this levels, then go down, go up again, maybe to this levels, then like this, and from here, from the middle, we either reverse completely back because, for example, we create some beautiful W pattern that we break out of, or we can just continue to take out all these levels in this manner, maybe something like this, and then boom, like this, and then maybe 1 week down and go up again, something like this. But in any case, the direction is to the downside. Oh, let me see on Bybit where we at. Oh, I am already $23. Oh, I don't know. I should take some of my money probably. Let me change my profit taking areas. Maybe I should just take all my money right now. Let me see. So I hope you understood why I opened the trade. We had a rising wedge and we just broke down from it. And now I expect Bitcoin to go lower. The question for me is, where do I take my money, or do I let it just all ride down? I'm really tempted to take some money, and I'm also tempted to really just have patience, because it's the probability, the likelihood that we really go down, further down, really low. The probability that we go lower, the probability is very high. Look, what are the chances that we just reverse from here? I mean, it's quite likely that we go down sooner or later. Maybe we'll do something like this, but then this is actually similar to what happened in our recent all-time high. So look, if we go to the daily, it's always the same story. First we go up like this, then we stop the movement, and we break some lines, some trend lines. For example, this was our first daily trend line to be broken, this little one. First we went down a little bit. You could even make some money because this was it looks small, but it was quite a bit. It was 7% drop. After this 7% drop, we retested this trend line. You see, this trend line was retested, and after we retested it, like end of March, we went down again a little bit. Then we tried to go up again, but couldn't, and then we had our first breakdown. But what's important to understand is, once we have this trend broken, because right here we went up and up and up, all the way from here, up and up and up, creating this trend line. But at this point, it was end of March, 26 March, the trend was heavily broken. And after this, basically it was over, because we started to create like lower highs, and then just goes down like this. Now we are up here back again, retesting this area. So where we are right now, basically we are trying to retest and reclaim this area right here that we had before. And unless we break it, we cannot go up. And I'm quite sure that we will sooner or later break it after this kind of movement. Then we will break it, and then we will shoot up. But before it happens, we will probably go down. Wait, let me get it back. Before we, or let me see if you have some questions. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So what I wanted to say with the trend lines is this: we had a big trend up. Once it was broken, after this is pretty much over, and we needed a retest. And then we went below this line, and now we tried to go above it, but couldn't. And now we are retesting it for a second time right now at this point, but we couldn't break above it. So it's very, very likely that from right now we are being rejected by this level, and that we will just retrace at least for a bit. It doesn't have to be forever. Just maybe we do something like this, go up again, go up, and like this, and then we break it. And it would also be a beautiful multiple bottoms structure. For example, like this. After this, it's totally possible that we go up. Of course, it's also possible that we go down like this and tweak down even lower, down to 24,000 to 20,000, and then go up, then take out this level and shoot up. This is totally possible, but we don't know. We just have to wait and see. So this is the big picture, and I wanted to show you this like this example, how strong these trend lines are. So after this breaks, we probably go down at least a little bit, like in this case, at least a little bit, and then we retest some other levels before we definitely go down. And more often than not, we go straight down, not like here. For example, let's create this. Let's draw this line. You see right here, touch point here, touch point here almost, and here touch point, and then after breaking here, straight go down. Okay, then retest again before we go completely down. And yeah, you can draw these lines everywhere. Here is another one. You can draw. We had this touch point, this, and this is on logarithmic scale. Then here a couple of touch points, and from here it was over. Because at this point it was also like at on 12th of May, mid-May, this was also it was a head and shoulders. You see, at this point we just created a dragon head and shoulders, and we just broke down, you know. And the story, the rest of it, you know. So what I'm saying is, if we now go to smaller time frames, like to the 15 minutes, we will see something similar, and something similar might happen every time. It happens very often. So, okay, let me go to 1 hour. So, for example, on 1 hour, now after seeing what happened on higher time frames with our all-time high, this is actually almost the same thing, but on the smallest time scale. So we had first break where it was, okay, we could say here it was the first break of this structure, but it was a fake out. We went up again, then we created some new line structure, new trend lines, and then we broke these trend lines as well, like this fat one. Just like with our all-time high, we just created new mountains, new highs. They were all over the place. Some are higher, some are lower. In this case, each of the high was lower. If you like compare them, each high was lower after this one, after this retest. and even this one is lower. So it does not really look too promising for Bitcoin as of now, because this line was broken. Now the last hope for the bulls would be, of course, that we interpret this whole story as a symmetrical triangle, something like this. Like if we, for example, reverse from now, if we now don't go lower like this, but instead if we just go up and dance between these levels, then it would be a kind of bull, like almost a bull flag, at least a symmetrical triangle, and the bulls might then hope for this triangle to break up to the upside, break out, and take us over this huge resistance line that we have created before. We had 2 touch points already here, and but I think it's too early to break this level. I think really it's too early. Even if we do create this triangle and we dance inside it back and forth, I think we will still break down to the downside, because first of all we broke this trend line and this trend line, which are strong, and second, because we need a rejection right here is very, very logical. It's also quite healthy, because after we go down for a bit, something like this, then the probability and likelihood of a rejection at this point will be lower. So the more we test it, the higher the chances that we will break it. But we tested it only 2 or 3 times, you know, so it's a little bit too early to break this level, in my opinion. But I might be wrong. Anything is possible. If 50 fucked Viveka, anything is possible. If 50 fucked Viveka, blah 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 blah. You know this song from Game. I love Game, and I love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper, by the way, just so you know. So, do you have some questions or suggestions? If yes, write in the comments, please, then I will address it. So that's the story. We have Bitcoin has broken to the downside, and I expect it to go lower, something like this, or something like this, and then bounce. From one of these levels we will bounce. In the worst case scenario, we will test the 24 levels and then bounce. But as of now, we're going down, baby. So chances are very high we just continue. Okay, let me get my lines and everything back. I have to rewind everything, undo everything, because I need my lines. I know they look a little bit messy, but they are very important. Now I have them. Beautiful. So I have everything back. And also another very interesting thing is the W's that we create on the way. Let me show you real quick. First, let me see if you have some comments. No. So a very interesting and cool thing is that we are constantly creating double tops when we go down. For example, right now, our next double tap to complete, let me go to 30 minutes. So the next double tap to complete would be I think this one would be, so this would be a double top right here. It looks like a frog. And if we close a 30 minutes or 15 minute candle below here, below this double top, then you know what's the deal, you know the drill. This is the height of the W, this is the target, so we might be looking at 38,300 as next point. But the beautiful, or for some people sad thing, is that if we go to these levels and stay in this area, we will be creating a new W, which would be this double top, I mean, sorry, not W. So this would be the next double top to look for. And if we break even this and stay here, oh my god, then the next target would be, I already drew it with the blue line right here, but let me do it again. So this would be the next target, 36,000, and so on and so on. From then on we can find a new double top again, going from here to here to here to here, for example. We would have a new double top. And you see, it's interesting to observe how it's like a cascade of double tops that happens, but we never know when it will stop. It might bounce from any of these levels. Okay, so let's see how my trade is doing. I'm pretty sure that I'm losing money again. I'm not in profit anymore. Oh, I'm still in profit. I'm $11 in profit on Bybit. Very interesting. Okay, so the question for me is right now, do I close this trade, take my little pitsy money, or do I just wait and see? So one thing is quite sure, I could probably lower the stop loss as of now, because we went so low. It's becoming less and less likely that my stop losses at about 40,000 will be reached anytime soon. At least I would be surprised, because right now it doesn't look like Bitcoin is want to do it, because we created a new double top. Let's see. Okay, actually let me make it a little bit more beautiful. So this is our, I need to do it again. From here to here to here to here. So this is our new frog double top. Let me make it a little bit more visible, more reddish, like this. Oh, very beautiful. This looks a little bit scary almost. Okay, let me keep it like this. So we created this, so it's done. Let's see where we closed on 15 minutes. Did we close below the neckline? So the neckline was exactly at this point. Did we? Oh no, we closed like a super tiny bit below it, or exactly at this. No, we didn't close below it. That's the funny thing. We didn't close below it yet. We are exactly like, you see this wick? Exactly, this is where we reversed and bounced as of now. But on the other hand, you know, this 15 minutes candle doesn't look promising. We have a huge shadow or wick on the top of it, which means a lot of sell pressure. So bears are quite confident here. They might push it more downwards. But the most important thing is that we close below. If we close below this neckline, then this double top will take us, like I just said a few moments ago, down to 38,300 or something. But we still didn't close below it, so we're still right here. So I think I will just wait and see. And this is also the reason why I don't close my position right now. To me it looks dumpy. Probably I will just wait for things to unfold. But if we go lower, if we go to take out these levels, then probably I will just lower my stop losses. Not right now, not yet. It's a little bit too early, I think, to do this. What do you think? Okay, let's see. What else is important right now? So right now, for me, the most important thing is the question if I lower my stop losses already now, thinking that we will go even lower, much lower, or if I close my position because we almost make an attempt to reverse. A bounce. We try to bounce from the 200 EMA on 15 minutes. Yeah, we're going up again. Probably we're gonna go up again a little bit. Maybe do some retest of the previous lines and then go down. Let me take a look at TradingView. So we are on the 15-minute chart, TradingView. We have this crucifying. We have the cross right here. You see? This trend line was a triangle in the beginning. So when the whole stuff, before everything started, we had this triangle, which then broke out shortly to the upside, then decided to go down eventually. But this trend line is now acting as a quite strong support. We bounced off of it 2 times already, right here and right here. And I think we will just continue to do this ping pong chong bong dong ding bang bong bing bong bong, you know. Sing chong bong chong chi. So yeah. But before that, of course, we probably will retest some levels. Maybe this level, this support line. Let's see what levels Bitcoin might try to retest at this moment, right now. So probably, okay, let's try this. Yeah, this looks quite. Yeah, it makes quite a bit of sense that we will try to retest these levels again. So for example, that we that will go up and bounce off of this and go down like this, and it would be 39,800 something. Quite possible, quite possible. Alright, so that's all. That's all. I'm not closing my trade as of yet. We'll wait for a retest and going down again. And I will update you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you very, very soon.